What's going on, everyone? It's Kelly here. I have my brother out here with me today at the Indian River Canoe Launch. We got the kayaks. I'm right now untying my yaks from the truck. We did forget the oars about 15-20 minutes into our drive over here, so we had to turn around and get the oars. Shout out to my mom for meeting us halfway because we're kind of in a time crunch. My brother's got a softball game to go to, and we're gonna get a little bit of fishing in before that. So we gotta unload the yaks, get in the water. Right now it's probably slack tide and it's about to turn and the tide's about to come in. So I'm hoping that's gonna be on our side for fishing. So we'll see. We stopped at Snook Nook in Jensen Beach and got some live shrimp. We got some popping corks and we're gonna see what happens. So let's go. But do you got that by yourself?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. All right. Someone's been hitting the gym. I came over here to grab my rod so I could rig it, and look at this massive grasshopper. Hello. Oh. So we're out here getting everything situated, rigged up, and Ian is out here collecting fiddler crabs, and he just caught a blue crab. Hello, little blue crab. Hello. Dang, those are some, oh, that's a baby stone crab. So, yeah, these are baby stone crabs over here. That's a baby stone crab, that's a baby, yeah, these are all baby stone crabs. Well, that may not be a fiddler crab catch right there, but in his bucket over here, there's a bunch of fiddler crabs. Check them out. See that huge, big white claw? Normally on a crab, the massive claw means they're a male. So that's really cool. We got fiddler crabs, blue crab, and baby stone crab. So this blue crab here, you can actually take his claws off and use them for bait and catch big redfish, big drum, black drum.
Permit.
Oh, there he goes. So another fun fact about crabs is they will actually dislocate their claw when they're in danger or in a stressful environment because they want to get away. They can regenerate and grow that claw right back, usually within a year. And half the year they might have like a mini claw like this. So fun fact about crabs. But right now I'm going ahead and rigging my rod. I have 30-pound Beyond braid, which you guys can use promo code ISLANDKEY to save 10% off Beyond braid. The best braid I've ever used. I've never had an issue with it. I have a popping cork right here. Hear that noise? When you cast it out in the water, you're gonna pop your rod tip and it's gonna pop this cork. And it's gonna resemble bait fish or any type of disruption on the surface of the water that's gonna attract big predator fish to see what's going on. On the other end of the popping cork, I have a 20-pound test. And depending on where you're fishing, which usually if you're using popping corks, you're fishing in the flats or around the mangroves, and probably no longer than a foot to 2 foot max of leader, because you don't necessarily want your bait or your live shrimp like burying itself in the sand. You want it right above the sand. So I have about 1.5 feet of leader on. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a basic fisherman's knot and tie a 1/0 circle hook onto my 20-pound leader. We have some live shrimp and we will be ready to go. The water's chilly. I need to get a little dry bag. This cooler's it's like good size, but a little big. A couple weeks ago with my mom, we went down to Fort Pierce and the Little Jim Bridge. And it was a good time. We saw some manatees. It was really nice. The water was crystal clear. And it turned out to be a really good video on the channel. I gotta readjust this. There we go. Alright, hey, where should we go?
I say we just take all of it and let the wind take us.
Yeah. And we're just gonna hustle up current to come back.
Huh?
I don't think it's gonna rip that hard in here, but...
No, but I mean, if the wind's blowing us that way, we might as well fish it.
Wait, I need to give you a GoPro, hold on.
You also need to give me some shrimp.
I do. Yeah, we should have brought another bucket for the other kayak for live shrimp, but this is kind of a last minute thing, so I put my pedal up, so you gotta stay next to me.
I'm gonna show you guys what the redneck bait bucket looks like.
Yeah.
Take a solo cup, fill it with water, and you put some shrimp in it.
Here you go. You're responsible for this GoPro now. Don't let it fall off the kayak. All you gotta do is click that button on and off.
Turn it right.
Alright, you're getting some shrimp. There's actually a perfect little hole for a bait bucket.
Well, it's made for the floating ones.
Yeah.
Shrimp in a cup. If you ain't got shrimp in a cup, then what are you doing with your cup? Shrimp in a cup.
You guys, a tarpon just rolled right in front of me. I have no idea if he's gonna eat this big shrimp, but I got the biggest one out of the bucket. Let's wing it. Yeah, you just gotta click the top button. It was a nice sized tarpon too. It's like perfect to catch in a kayak. It's probably about 3 foot long, maybe 4. He just rolled so pleasantly right there. Come on. If I catch a tarpon on a big shrimp, that would make my whole month. The shrimp's dead, so that's where the popping cork comes into play. We are experiencing the mullet run right now too. Oh, there's a boat coming. I got to get out of the way. It's actually nice. The mangroves cut out the wind, so you're not battling with that as if you were offshore or anything like that. All right, drag's good. And we wait. So a popping cork, you're just gonna flick your wrist, just make that popping sound on the surface of the water. Hide out in the mangroves right here. Perfect. I got me a good little spot now. Dude, if I catch this tarpon, it's gonna be pretty crazy, but chances are pretty slim, I feel like. I don't really hear people catching tarpon on shrimp, but you never know. The wind's a little bit stronger over here. The thing with kayak fishing is you really have to position yourself. I mean, just like a boat too, the wind, current, which way you want to drift. Oh, all the mullet are busting out there. We just went around this little bend and now the wind's like blowing us this way. I want to go out on that point over there. Some mullet are going crazy. One thing I always forget when I'm doing anything is a hat. I don't know why I never grab a hat, and I'm always like this. This whole area in front of me is covered in mullet. Look, when I pop my popping cork, they're everywhere. I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera. They're flipping. Alright, so Tyler actually ran into a friend of a friend out here on the water, Captain Riley. He runs charters out of Fort Pierce, and he was kind enough to give us a few mullet to fish with. We don't really have a big bucket or anything, so we just put them on our hook. My mullet was kind of out of the water for a little while because Tyler had to kayak him over to me. So he's a little bit dead, or he's like half and half, you know, which actually could be a good thing because there's there's probably 100,000 mullet right here in this general area. And honestly, sometimes in the mullet run, I think it's harder to catch fish because there's so much bait, but it's just fun to do. I'm actually gonna kayak away from these mangroves a little bit so I don't get pulled into them. Leave my bait in the water. He's actually livening up a little bit. I don't know if that's a word. Livening up a little bit. I'm just gonna get a little bit away from these mangroves. Go out in the middle here. I mean, we got pelicans diving, mullet flipping, snook busting. Whoa! Kayaking into the abyss of mullet. Whoa. What? Just wait and see. Rod tip, rod tip. I'm not gonna lie, there's I've been going through a lot mentally, and I mean, we're all human and we go through stuff, you know, and I just need to get out here and unwind and try to inspire myself, I guess I should say. And yeah, sometimes I'm not okay. Just being honest, not gonna go into detail. Holy. What the heck was that? Did you see that thing swirl around my... I hope a shark just didn't take my mullet off my hook. What the heck was that? Here we go. Oh, what? Got him. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, guys, we've been out here for about an hour and a half. Just keeping it tight. Finally got a fish on. My mullet was, I mean, barely kicking. Definitely on the struggle bus. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, he's going under the kayak.
What do you got?
I don't know yet. Come on. It looks like a jack. And, yep, it's a Jack Crevalle. Hey, I'm happy with it. A lot of people consider Jack Crevalles trash fish, but if you don't go fishing much, you catch a jack, it's gonna be a darn good fight. Little stinker. That's why I don't know what was looking at my bait funny, but man, this jack swirled up at the surface, like attacking it. I'm like, that's weird. Like, it did not look like a snook, and that was just weird. But now that I know it's a jack, it makes a lot of sense on how it acted toward my bait. Ooh, you don't want to stick your finger in their mouth. This might, there we go, because they do have a little bit of teeth. Take that right out. And that is a little Jack Crevalle. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around so I have the sun facing me. Jack are super hardy fish. There we go. Ooh. Little Jack Crevalle. They grunt too. Hear that? All right, little guy. Ooh, there he goes. I need to go eat some food. I'm starving. Tyler, my brother, is way over there near that dock. You'll probably see it in the background if the sun's not too shiny. Right there. I'm gonna make my way up toward the mangroves. Holy moly, a pelican just dove on some bait. We got some guys out here catching bait. It's what they do for a living. They got a bait boat and they just stand out here, and there's two types of bait out here. There's mullet and there's pilchards. On the west coast Florida, I believe they call them white bait. We call them pilchards over here. So you have to find, depending on what they're looking for, they gotta find the different schools of bait. Because I've seen pilchards right next to my kayak, and I've also seen mullet flipping, so pretty cool. a manatee up there. Well, dang, I was kayaking back to the launch and I hear a big I'm like, dang, it kind of sounds like a manatee. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably just bait fish. And I look over and I don't know if my GoPro got it or not, but his back and tail came out of the water like a whale. So that was pretty cool. Tyler's turned the corner. What's up? There's a manatee over here somewhere. He's fishing that point I just fished. Oh, it's so nice in the shade over here. Getting eaten up by no-see-ums. I'm gonna throw under this bridge for a minute, waiting for my brother. The launch is right there. Sun's going down. It is a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. By no-see-ums. No-see-ums. Get it? No-see-ums because you don't see them, but you feel them. That's what we call these little bugs here in Florida when it gets dark in the mangroves. They light you up. I really hope that's not a tow truck. Lineman or something. God, that scared me so bad. Oh my gosh. Something's over here. I think it's like a lineman. Oh, it's a fire truck. Not sure why they're here. Show ready? I was over there and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a tow truck. I was like freaking out. I'm like, no. Something on fire on the side of the road. Someone probably flicked a cigarette out or something. That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like all right there must have been on fire. Well, that was pretty crazy. I can't believe there was a little fire right there and I didn't even see it. I guess you could see it from the road, but where I was kayaking, and not to mention I was only there for about 10 seconds before the fire truck came. Wow, that was crazy. I'm happy it didn't get worse, because if it did, that could have been bad. I mean, there's power lines everywhere, and my truck was right here. Just loaded up the truck.
We came back and that fire was like boom, boom, pow! No,
it was more like
whoever called that fire in from the, I'm gonna guess it was probably like a bicyclist on the island, but good call, because you can see the, there's
yeah,
a good,
the brush.
There's a good
all
30,
the brown
40 square feet there.
Yeah, the brown right there.
You can definitely smell it.
Crazy stuff. That's what happens when you flick cigarettes out the window. My biggest pet peeve is people who drop cigarettes on the ground. I can't stand it. All right, well, it's been a long day. I am starving. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my mom's house and make us a lobster dinner because I'm in the mood for some lobster and lots of butter. But yeah, I mean, it's just a vlog video. Fishing isn't always fabulous all the time. Caught a jack. Tyler said he hooked into, or he didn't hook in, but he got some hits on his kayak over there. But
we're not going to talk about my performance. 0 for 3. Well, I'm not even going to blame it on the rust. I'm just going to blame it on that sometimes they get the best of you, and I was not my best today. Didn't work out for me because we are snagged. And this is what I snagged, this guy's line. A nice little swim bait at the end here. Cut him free real quick, and we got ourselves a little new swim bait. So I'll keep you guys updated. If the live bait's not working, I'll slap this puppy on and catch a fish with him. And I admit it, I gotta own it. So here we are. Shameful.
Listen, next time we'll crush them, but we're loading her up. I almost forgot, man, I'm on like lack of sleep, lack of food. It's been a long 4 days for me. I got to tie down the yaks, and we'll see y'all back at the house. I cannot wait to eat these. I have my mom behind the camera right now. I went ahead and butterflied the lobster. I took the meat out, I diced it up, I put some turmeric and some black pepper on the lobster. I did not add any salt because I'm gonna make a fried rice, and I'm adding soy sauce, which is super salty. We got butter in the pan here. Get close.
Look at that.
Lobster cooks super fast. So it's probably only going to be cooking for maybe 5 to 6 minutes. I have rice already made in the pot. The only green vegetable I had was green beans, so I chopped up some green beans and they're going in the fried rice. Never had green beans and fried rice, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. I have some scrambled egg here, just 3 eggs, some garlic, and soy sauce. Keeping it simple. I'm so excited. It's been a little while since I've had some lobster. I love Florida lobster. And when I say Florida lobster, it's actually called a spiny lobster. Our lobster down here in the Caribbean in the warm waters don't have claws. I got a comment on a lobster video that, like, did you take the pinchers off? And I'm like, no, they just don't have any. But they do have these insane horns and spikes all over their body. So it's not really smart to catch them without gloves. I mean, if you do, you're just gonna get poked really hard. Earlier today, I took Finley, which is my now almost 7-month-old golden retriever puppy, to the beach earlier, and he absolutely loved it. It's so cute because he'll stay within like a 40-foot radius of me. If I'm sitting on the sand, he'll run 40 feet this way, he'll run back to me, or he'll run about 40 feet this way, and he doesn't leave that area. Another funny thing that he loves is Finley loves watching the birds. Anywhere we go, he's so intrigued by birds. I'm assuming because he's a retriever, so it kind of makes sense. But I think it's the cutest thing ever. He's so observant. It's so adorable. So he absolutely loved the beach today. Probably give this lobster a minute or two. Let that cook. Gonna go ahead and throw in a spoonful of garlic. Just some minced garlic and minced garlic, and mix that around. That was like
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, that was like a tongue twister. And another important thing that I left out is before I diced up this lobster, I trimmed the red skin off of the tail. That does alter the flavor of lobster a little bit, and it might make it a little bit more chewy, just because it's like a skin. Like if you were to eat a chicken and you eat the skin on the chicken meat, like it's a little bit more chewy. Same thing with lobster. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move the lobster to the side so it doesn't overcook. That is hot. Get on there. And then I'm gonna throw green beans. Cook the green beans a little bit. Probably add a little avocado oil. And then when the green beans are done, I'm gonna add the scrambled egg, scramble that all up, and then add it all together. It's so funny, when I make scrambled eggs, I usually, if I eat them plain, I like to just like roll them and flip them and keep them like pretty much together. But if I make fried rice, I have to like scramble them up really, really good and chop them up. Because I like small bites of eggs in my rice. All right. We got the egg, we got the vegetable. Gonna add the rice. This is just Uncle Ben's white rice. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Oh gosh. This is my like favorite meal ever because one, you can put anything into fried rice. Like anything. You have a meat, you got rice, you got a vegetable, you just throw it together with some soy sauce. Mix that up. Ooh, juicy. Add your lobster. I need a bigger pan. We got this. It's like perfect size. Family, you smell that?
Let me zoom in on that.
That's the one thing the GoPro cameras don't have is a little zoom like button or anything. You gotta manually do it with the on. It's because they're waterproof. Family, you smell it? Look how big Finley is.
Finley.
Good boy. Oh, you good boy. Nope, sorry, you can't have any of this. You just ate, Bubba. Oh my gosh, I went ahead and turned the eye off. A little bit of soy sauce. Perfect. And the cool thing too is you can feed a lot of people with fried rice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this cool down and give it a taste. Jazzy girl. If you guys don't know who Jazzy is, it's this little dog, or big dog I should say, right here. She's probably pushing 11 years old right now, and she is such a good girl. She actually struggles really bad with seizures. Some of you guys might know that. I've probably mentioned it in a past video before, but she's hanging in there. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, she's doing very, very bad. I mean, me and my mom even dug like a hole in the backyard for her because we had to put her down within like 2 days. She was doing terrible. And then the vet put her on a thyroid medication and a steroid, and now she's a completely different dog. Like, it's very strange, but we're very grateful that she's still here with us for the time being. What's that?
Well, we also thought she had pancreatitis. So that ran its course too.
Yeah, so, man, she was like on her last leg, but she is doing very good right now, so hopefully she's with us for a little bit more longer. Yeah. I love you. Nah, I don't know where Finley is. That's Ginger. And that's Ginger. She's a little punk. I got Ginger when I was in 6th grade. She was like this little tiny chihuahua. My best friend in 6th grade, Victoria Farron's chihuahua, had puppies, and I had to have her. Like, she was so cute. Let me show you a picture of Ginger. She was the cutest little dog, and we got her. And now she's with us. She's probably, what, 14, she's gonna be 15 in December 23rd. She's gonna be 15 years old.
And she's very spry.
She just like huffed at me, like, give me some food. You won't even eat lobster. Let's see. She's so picky. Here you go, princess. Oh, she's never had lobster before. Look, she ate it. Dang, I am so okay, Jazzy. I'm sorry. All right. There you go. How was it? Good? Jazzy approved? Jazzy approved. All right, you guys. That's so good. Healthy. And taking that red skin off, or fascia off that lobster, does wonders. All right, Mama Dukes. Give it a whirl.
Okay.
Hopefully y'all don't hear me chewing behind the camera.
Big old piece of lobster in there, though.
Kind of looks like egg. Egg or lobster? The yellow is because of the turmeric, FYI.
It's good. Just enough soy sauce.
Yeah. First,
I can taste the tomato. Yeah, it's just it's a very light, tasty.
yeah, the first time I ever made fried rice, I just like dumped soy sauce in there because I'm like, or like soy sauce, whatever. Don't do that. Go light on the soy sauce because you can always add more later. But right now this video is ending. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment below and we will see you guys on the next one. See ya. Finley, did the beach wear you out or what? He is KO'd.